I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. Senator Tammy Baldwin questioned HHS Secretary Xavier Becerra in Wednesday's Senate Appropriations hearing. At the center of her questioning was why the Biden administration has not taken action on junk insurance plans. Becerra told the Wisconsin Democrat that the administration is in the midst of writing new rules, assuring her that junk insurance plans are of concern. Take a listen here for more from Becerra.
I will now recognize myself for 5 minutes of questions. Secretary Becerra, thank you so much for appearing here today. I am, as are you, prepared to talk about the fiscal year 23 budget, but I did want to acknowledge what we saw from the Supreme Court on Monday night. If the court is really going to legislate from the bench and turn back the clock 50 years on Roe versus Wade, then I think the Senate needs to pass the Women's Health Protection Act, an act that I have co-led with Senator Blumenthal. And frankly, I would say that if we need to eliminate the filibuster to get it done, that is what we should do. And I encourage strongly my colleagues to support that effort. Now, the Biden administration has worked to expand access to comprehensive, affordable coverage through the Affordable Care Act, and I support these efforts. But unfortunately, we continue to wait for the administration to address the issue of junk insurance plans. I wanted to share the story of Philip from Janesville, Wisconsin. He received a $34,000 bill for an emergency room visit and an overnight stay at an area hospital. Rather than paying the bill, his junk insurance plan rescinded coverage due to an alleged pre-existing condition. When Philip wrote to my office, he said he wanted to warn people about the dangers of these plans, and he shouldn't have to do that. So, Secretary Becerra, during the hearing to consider last year's budget request, I asked why the administration hadn't yet taken action to address these junk insurance plans. It's been a year. Can you tell me when the administration will take action to address these plans?
Senator, absolutely appropriate question, and we are in the midst of rulemaking. As you know, rulemaking can take a little while, but we started that process because of what you've explained. It does happen. Junk plans are leaving Americans with these tremendously expensive bills. Fortunately, with your help, the No Surprises Act is now law, and so individuals who get these surprise bills will no longer have to worry about paying such exorbitant bills. We hope that what we find is between the No Surprises Act statute and our change to try to undo these junk insurance plans that we will provide Americans the protections they thought they had.
Yes, well, please keep me apprised of the timeline. We're very anxious to see this addressed in rulemaking. I know that you were just asked some questions about the 988 suicide prevention and lifeline hotline. I want to just add that I was very proud to be the co-lead on the 988 bill and very supportive of the additional funding in the budget to prepare the states to make this line live. I still, though, hear from leaders in Wisconsin who are concerned that our state may not be fully prepared for the 988 transition. So can you tell me a little bit more about the guidance that the department is giving to states when it comes to securing the additional funding? And do we need to take more action to make sure that there's adequate preparation in the states for this transition?
Senator, the most important thing you can do is to continue to advocate that your state build the capacity to handle its 988 response. There are several states that have. We're working with every state with the resources you have made available to us to work with states the territories and the tribal governments. But without the states taking control of this, it will be very difficult to believe that they'll be able to manage the calls that they'll get. And the last thing any of us want is for someone who's reaching out in a time of pain to not have a real person respond.
Can you, as a follow-up, make me aware of the interactions that you've had with Wisconsin? It is troubling to hear these concerns raised by mental health leaders, and want to make sure that our state is accessing the federal funding that is available.
Senator, I can make sure we give you a copy of the letter we send to every governor, in this case your governor, to let them know where they stand in implementation. I see I've run over my time. We might start a second round of questioning now, and I will call on Senator Blunt for a second round.